Hello guys, and welcome to Till Vacuum Do Us Part. Today we're going to jump straight into today's video, which is a cook, clean, and even a home project. So I'm so excited to get this video going for you guys. If you're not following us over on Instagram, I'd love for you to hit that link down below in our description box. And if you're new here, we would love for you to subscribe as well. But now let's go ahead and get started. I wanted to try a new crock pot meal, so this is what we're going to start with first so it can be cooking while I'm cleaning and getting stuff done around the house today. So this is everything you're going to need to cook this meal. It's actually called Crock chicken, and after eating it a few times, I know why it got its name. I'm going to leave the full recipe down below in the description box just in case you want to know all the details. It's definitely worth making it, and it lasted us a long time. So now I'm going to go ahead and start prepping it. So obviously when you're making yours at home, you definitely don't have to pre-measure and scoop everything out. When I'm cooking, most of the time I like to do this just so I know exactly how much is going in and I can check myself on recipes and not do the wrong thing and add it in, because I'm not the best cook if you guys know that. So like I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and prep everything I need for it. Now it does call for bacon, so you can either make your bacon, on your stove or in your oven. I opted for just the microwave bacon. If you wanted to make it even easier, you could do bacon bits. I'm not a huge fan of bacon bits. I feel like this bacon's just kind of like one level higher, and I can just stick this in the microwave for a few minutes and it's ready to go. But like I said, do whatever's best for you. I'm gonna go ahead and set this out on a paper towel so it can kind of cool off. I'm also gonna clean off some of the grease, and once it kind of cools off, it gets crispy, and then I'm gonna start tearing it up, just kind of creating my own bacon bites. So now that everything's prepped, here's what it looks like. It did not take long at all, but it's definitely up to you how quick you want to do it as far as the bacon goes. But this just makes it a little bit faster, and I just want to get in and out of the kitchen as quickly as I can. That's why I like crock pot meals, and that's why I like microwavable bacon, and it's actually not that bad. We enjoy it. But here is everything you're going to need. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull out my crock pot, and when you first start this, all you need is your chicken breast, and then your cream cheese, and then your ranch packet dressing, and then you're just going to let this sit on high for 3 hours, which was not bad at all. And then you're going to be adding in all the rest of the ingredients at the end, but I'm not going to show that yet because I'm going to be cleaning and working on home projects. But definitely stay until the end of today's video so you can see how this turned out. So now that I have dinner going, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of tidy up my kitchen. Since I'm not going to need all of this stuff until later, I'm going to go ahead and just cover them up and throw them in the refrigerator. I love these little baggies. I actually buy them from the Dollar Tree, and they just come in a pack, and I don't know, I feel like I'm using them all the time for different things. So definitely check those out next time you're at a Dollar Tree. But like I said, I'm just going to kind of go around the kitchen just cleaning up my mess from preparing dinner. Now I'm just cleaning off everything that I used to prep dinner. I can't actually load the dishwasher right now because it's actually running. It was already full, but I don't want all that food just sitting in my sink, so it's worth it just to go ahead and clean everything out, and then I'll keep it on the left side of my sink, and then when I unload dishes later, that stuff's just ready to put in, but it's also not like smelling at my house. But now I want to thank eCloth for sponsoring today's video. You guys know I love them and have been using them way before I ever started a YouTube channel. They have been in my house for so many years, even my original house that you guys never saw. But I wanted to talk to you guys about the starter pack because you guys are always asking me what's the best way to get started. I feel like the starter pack is just a great way if you just kind of want to dip your toes in and see what it's all about. But basically they're just rags that require only water for cleaning, and that's what I love. It is like a money saver. It's eco-friendly. I don't know, it saved us so much money on paper towels when I made the switch. When I first bought these, we were a one-income family. I was a stay-at-home mom, and I was just trying to find ways to save money, and I found this product and I've loved it ever since. They have just been in my home, so I love getting to share it with you guys. I will say one of the most asked questions I get about these cloths are how do I wash them? So I wanted to show you, since this is my new set, I definitely like to wash it before I get going, but I throw them in my washer just like you would any other towel, and then I'm gonna add my soap, same amount as you would if it was like washcloths or any other load, but no softener. So that'll definitely mess it up. If it happens, it's okay, just wash them on hot next time. It's not gonna like ruin them, but definitely just try to remember to use detergent only. But now I got those going. This is one I already have. I have quite a few of them. I have a whole drawer full because I absolutely love using these. I love that Savannah can use them and clean, and I don't have to worry about products. So it's just a cheap way to save money, plus they're fun to use. I love the pop of color. You guys know me, I'm not all about color unless it's cleaning products, and then I love it. So as you can see, all I do is wet it down and wring it out, and then I fold it and I just start cleaning. It's simple as that. Now, if they do get kind of dirty, I use the same one as I'm cleaning the same area, but all you have to do is refold it to a different area so you have a whole clean side. So you don't have to go through these as often as you're thinking, just keep refolding them. If you guys are ever wanting to check these out or learn more about them, I always have their link down below in my description box, as well as my coupon code. If you use Ashley Cleans, you're going to get 15% off your order. Like I said, I cannot say enough good things about them. I've had mine over 5 or 6 years. Super happy with them. They still look brand new. It's one of those set of cloths that they're just going to last forever. I have a lot of rags in my house, but these are the best quality, and you're just going to be able to have them for a long time, so you're not rebuying. So these are the perfect thing if you're on a budget with cleaning, so don't forget to check those out. Now you can see I'm just going from kitchen to dining room. It's like that easy all-purpose cleaner, so you don't have to keep grabbing new products. I wanted to share one other way that you can use them, and you can get their eCloth spray bottle. This spray bottle is amazing. I actually got one for Savannah because she loves using it on doll hair and I could never find mine. And then you can use their rags. This is their polishing cloth. I love to use it on windows and mirrors and glass. It works really well, but no matter what rag you're using, if you don't want to get it wet, you can just have a spray bottle and you can spray and use them this way too. So if you don't want like a super wet rag to have to dry out. So I wanted to share that you can do it this way as well. So if you're wondering, yes, all you need is this rag and water to clean windows and mirrors, which I think is awesome, and you will never have a streak, no lint is left. If you had to ask me like my favorite rag of their collection, it has to be this polishing cloth. I use it every single day. I have them in all different colors. So if you're on a budget and can only get one cloth, I highly suggest that one. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the next chore, which is this rug out here. I know it freaks you guys out that I'm using an indoor rug outside, but I love it out here. I love just the pattern of it, and I was not ready to get rid of it. So I'm going ahead and taking off all my chairs because it has poured here lately, and this rug is soaking wet. And I had mentioned over on our vlog channel, if you're not following us there, definitely click on the link down below in my description box. But I had mentioned that we keep having to move the table off and hang it on our fence, and it is so heavy to drag over there and hang on the fence. One of you guys suggested using my shampooer just to suck up all the water. I didn't put any solution in this. I'm just using it to suck up the water. That was such a great idea, so thank you for that tip. And you're gonna see as I'm doing it, it is sucking up so much water. The only problem is this is a smaller shampooer, so like the max fill line isn't very high. So I did this over and over. I think I ended up dumping out 5 canisters of water just in a small section, and I was like, okay, this is crazy. So here in a second, I'm gonna pull out the big guns, but this definitely got me thinking. It was so much easier than moving my rug, and it actually kind of cleaned it. I'm gonna show you what the water looks like here in a second, and it was super dirty.
Nothing I do is enough. I've been holding my breath, but it's hard when I am running back to.
Then I decided to pull out my big guns, which was my shop vac, but thank you to the subscriber that even suggested the shampooer, because I would never have thought about this if I wasn't already using the shampooer, and this is just so much easier than moving the table and dragging the rug and trying to hang it up on the fence and then having to move everything back. So at first I was using this really long big head, and it was sucking it up, but not as much as I wanted. So here in a second you're gonna see me take that attachment off and put on a smaller one. So I did have to work in smaller sections, but get ready for this, guys, because it is so satisfying to watch. You can actually see it like drying out to my rug, and it wasn't completely perfect, but it got it just where it was lightly damp and a sunny day, and it was dry in no time. So I will definitely be doing this more often. I know I'm gonna get a million questions. Am I gonna buy an outdoor rug? No, not right now. I love this rug out here. When this gets fully destroyed, I'll probably buy an outdoor rug for out here, but right now I absolutely love this one. I'm not scared of having to do a little bit of work and get my hands dirty and vacuum it when it rains. I'm just not a lazy person. I like to stay busy, and this was just a super way to do it now. Now that I have this option, it is so much easier than dragging it and pulling it around my backyard. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put the chairs back so I can complete this task for the day.
Have this feeling, haven't felt for so long.
I went back inside. I swear I fix this sectional probably 10 times a day, but I'm just not one of those that can leave it dirty. If somebody sits down and leaves, half the time it's even me. I'll sit down for a second, or I'll play with the boys, or I'll talk to Savannah, or if Chase sits here. I just like to go ahead and clean it, so when I go outside or do something else and come back in this room, it's just nice and pretty, and it really doesn't take any time at all. So it's just worth it to go in there, and just like that, voila, it looks brand new again. And I also wanted to check the dinner to see how it's going, and it's already looking so good, and I can't wait for you guys to see how it turns out at the very end. Okay, now I'm headed to the front yard, and if you guys have followed me for any length of time, you guys know this summer we have had the worst issues with this flower bed. We bought a different kind of mulch this year, and it just did not go well for us. We were getting so many weeds. And I swear I just told you guys, like in one of my last videos, we weren't gonna work on this till fall, but we actually had a fall-ish day. It was like 78 degrees. It was beautiful. So Chase was like, I'm gonna go ahead and get this flower bed done. So he had been working on it while I was working on the rug and dinner. So some of it's already done, but I wanted to share with you what we were using. We went ahead and put that black cloth down and we layered it. So we layered it twice because in the backyard, when we did our projects back there, we added rock to our flower beds. The flower bed we only added one layer of. There's already a little bit of grass poking through, but on the other side we did 2 layers and we were having 0 issues. So if you get this, I definitely suggest you doing 2 layers just to save yourselves some weeds from popping up. This is the brand of mulch I've bought ever since I've been a homeowner, and we get a few weeds that we have to go in and pull the grass, but we've never even put this barrier down and we don't get that many weeds. But that last one, we chose a different brand and it was cheaper just because I loved the color of it, but I will never do that again. I'm so happy to go back to this mulch. Plus, now that we do have the barrier down, we shouldn't have any issues at all. So here's what it looks like. Hopefully you guys don't see us working on this flower bed anytime soon, because I think this is like the 3rd video of me showing it, but it has just been a little work in progress this summer.
I don't wanna save ya, don't wanna be strangers. Let me feel like you know what to do.
It had been 3 hours at this point, so it's time to work on the chicken. My house smelled amazing. I think it was like an hour in. Every time we came in the house, it was just smelling amazing. So you just take 2 forks and shred this. The more you shred, I just feel like the more it makes and the longer it's gonna last. So definitely just take some time in there and get all those big chunks broke up. It was so tender, it was just falling apart. But now we're gonna go ahead and just add everything in. So since everything's pre-measured, at this part's easy. If you need to measure it out at this point, go for it. But I'm literally just dumping it in and then everything's gonna melt and mix in, and that is it. So if I'm gonna cook, that's the way I'm gonna cook. I just cannot spend all day in the kitchen. I don't cook homemade or from scratch, but this type of cooking I can definitely do. So here is what it looks like now. The cheese is still melting a little bit, so you can kind of see it in there, but this was delicious. So you can either serve it with chips, you can serve it on lettuce, like lettuce wraps, or you can serve it on buns, which is what Chase did. We also had it with tortillas, like wrapped up in soft tortillas the next day, and it was amazing. We still have leftovers. So this is one of those meals that if you have a huge family, it's gonna feed you. If you're having people over, or if you just want a meal to last so you're not eating out for lunch or dinner, this is definitely the way to go. And I promise you, it just gets better and better every single day. So now we're gonna go ahead and do a quick speed clean of the house. I'm not one of those that just leaves the kitchen dirty until it's bedtime. That would drive me insane. So we're gonna go ahead and tag team this and just get it done. So I'm gonna crank up the music and let you guys jam out and watch us clean.
We get down to the beat, y'all. We get down to the beat, y'all. We get down to the beat, y'all. It's like we're not going anywhere. Maybe it's because there's something in the air. And I don't even care, no, I don't even care anymore.
Now I'm going to go ahead and mop my floors now that I'm done sweeping. If you've been around, I know you guys have heard this story, but this is for all my newbies. I absolutely love my e-cloth mop. I love, love, love it. All you have to do is get the mop head wet, and this is just like the rags. It's designed to clean all your floors with just water. So this is a huge money saver. Once you buy this mop, you will have it for years upon years, and you never have to buy a mopping solution again. In my opinion, that stuff just leaves streaks. It always left my floor sticky. I don't know, I'd walk around in shoes and just stick to it. My floors are so shiny, they stay cleaner longer, I never stick to them. This is seriously the best mop I've ever used, so if you guys are in the market for one, use that link and code down below in the description box. And I want to thank eCloth again for sponsoring today's video. So now I'm just going to go ahead and finish up by mopping, but thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you for watching today's video. If you guys enjoyed this cook with me, I know I haven't done them in a long time, definitely let me know by liking today's video and letting me know down below in the description box or in the comment section. But I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
We can